We do have down here on the bottom right our blue Terran player. It is ANIbot. That would have been great.
Yeah, my computer is, because the bots are taking over my computer. They're deafening all my sounds. That's twice now it's happened. Now they're screwing with the stream. I'm freaking out, man.
Computers become sentient.
Who'd you introduce? ANIbot?
ANIbot, yeah.
And up in the top left, want to know tonight. Gonna try to go for that 2-0. Let's hear it for Tierbot.
Yeah, both of them are puttering along here. Tier with a pretty good economy going so far. Even looks like he's moving out towards a third base. No gas yet on the second on the half.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's not what you want to hear as a Marine in the back of a medevac.
They might get something done.
Why don't you just wait and heal?
The distance between the edge of this main and where that natural ramp is actually quite far. So if this gets in good and does some damage, it could be quite devastating.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good because Tier is being a little bit greedy again, I think, going for that third base. It does have a decent, a couple of mortals, more on the way, stalkers out, but it's just not in position. They're all defending that front there. So, yeah, I really like this map for drops.
So, yeah, drop coming in. No reaction yet from the workers. Now they are pulled here. Oh, good, actually, pretty quick response from the stalkers to get up there. Is good, but they are blocking out some of their own forces.
Yeah, I think they started moving up as soon as the Marines came in division, or the medevacs came in division of the pylon.
Yeah,
the probes, though, a little slow to get the hell out.
So pretty much like lost mining time here. That could have been better. That's the type of situation where if it didn't say like, hey, you're going in one way, that would have been those just walked across the map.
Oh, okay. I was like, how did they get out of the main? What just?
Yeah, they were just walking across the other way.
Okay.
That's the type of situation where obviously a human player would have picked up and left, like not just stayed there and fight. So,
no, you heard him. It was a one-way trip.
Yeah, they said.
Win the game or die trying. Run for your lives.
Are coming. So here we are, just a very similar timing
here.
4
disruptors.
4 disruptors, 1 colossus, and just shy of the 100 army supply here as they take off across the map, taking a different route, different parts of the army here. Hopefully they'll converge before actually engaging, although
I think the planetary was a good idea because this is going to hit where the army is not at the moment. So the planetary might be able to buy some valuable time. Actually, the supply depot is buying a little bit of time here. There we go. Finally, the planetary.
This is actually really important. The drop or something on the other side pulls half the army back completely. So it's just these stalkers out here. The rest of the army now playing catch up. It went all the way back to its third base to engage in something. Blink is saving some of it. Now the Colossus and Purification coming on in. Big hits.
Ooh, there we go. That was a good shot.
Yeah.
It looks like it shoots right at the front of the army too, so it's not even going towards the center mass. It's just going, all right, kind of like the old disruptor when it would blow up right when it hit the army. It's just saying go here and then blow up, but still very, very effective in the long run.
Now Vikings here, again being like super tentative. They won't get in and dive on those Colossus, which is basically their entire point. That planetary could have lived if they just, now they're getting brave.
You better run.
Yeah, I think it's that type of unit where I made these to die, to kill a specific thing. I made these to kill the Tempest. I made them to kill the Colossus. You send them in to kill that thing, and if they die, they die. I think that's a bit of coding that you almost need to differentiate where some types of units are tentative and some types are not, and that's definitely easier said than done. But I think it has to work that sort of way. And
upgrades are finishing here. Tier did get the upgrades finally. Forges 1-1, almost done. Give it another couple seconds.
So here the Vikings are being more aggressive this time. They're kiting in, taking some shots at the Colossus. Those all fall down. 2 immortals, 3 immortals still alive there, but being pretty tentative, backing out before the tanks drive everything back. And we've got
That was a
very
really
even.
bad fight for Tyr.
That really was, yeah.
Like,
Really
really bad. There was a great lead, and now I feel like it's not lost, but
Yeah.
that was not a good fight. Yeah, so he does have that Liberator range upgrade, which is, yeah, it's going to really, I think, give Tyr a hard time, because Tyr is just still sticking with the ground-based army, heavy, Immortal, Disruptor. Stalkers shoot up, but if they can't get under the, kind of like you're saying with the Vikings, if they don't just go and snipe down those Liberators, they're just going to start getting picked off, which we've seen a lot of, because Tyr likes to kind of trickle across right now.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it's doing, running into a bunch of Marauders here in the front. Blink is blinking the right units, but it's blinking them like 2 feet to the right instead of back. And now they're kind of sitting in those liberation zones, and Liberators quite a bit back. They will finally charge forward and get on them, but a lot of damage has been done by those, and the tanks in the back now shelling down a terrible amount.
Oh, those tanks are the saving grace here, I think. The Immortals might get one. No, it lives. The tank on the front line there.
Yeah,
goodness gracious. Down now, ANIbot's going to be the aggressor. Uh-oh. Tyr a little bit down on army supply. Does have that great economy, but nothing to protect it, really. There's the first nuke on the way. Even if it just hits like 1 probe, I'll be so happy. Because I think the game might be decided before those nukes get here. But it's not over just yet. Blink is here. There are a lot of Stalkers, a couple more Disruptors. There are the shots. They're going to clear out a little bit of the bio, but not a whole ton. Those tanks are just really the hard thing to deal with. We'll see if these units can finally push in on top of them and kill them.
Yeah, they're trying to get there.
Vikings doing nothing.
The Protoss army could not clump up more if you tried. Like, you have to continuously micro it to stay that clumped up. It's one of those sorts of things.
Power in numbers, EnderSword. Look at that. It broke through the first tank line. There are a couple more tanks here in the background, though. Liberators sieging up. Holding the left-hand side, we've seen some Stalkers trying to come in and flank from that direction, but they're just getting batted back right now.
Indeed.
At least I'm pretty sure.
It's coming now. So I think these
Let's watch
probes,
the zoomed out view.
these probes actually ran for something else.
Did they?
I think maybe from being
the Marines alerted them, or the Liberator?
The Liberator zone. Yeah, the Liberator
well, only the mineral ones. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even in the mineral line. Huh, interesting. Oh, I wonder, though, there is an observer there. I wonder if the observer caught the ghost a little bit.
Maybe.
And alerted it. I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have to... Somebody will have to go back and look and watch and let us know there. What do you think? Anyway, this does get pushed back. The nuke will force the evacuation, or something force the evacuation there. All in all, though, TierBot's economy is fine. It's just that army is hurting bad. It is hurting so bad right now.
And I think if we look at the resources lost in this game, it's double on Tyr's side. So he's mined a lot more, made a lot more, but it's going down a lot quicker. And I think as the battle cruiser gets in there, again, the Stalkers are just not good. Really, none of it is good at like focus firing a thing down. So once you get something like the BCs there, then it's just,
we're getting a lot of disruptor shots on one group of units. Stuff. That's all right. Little things to work on and fix a little bit. Oh, TierBot will get taken down in the end. The final army. Really, yeah. There's a couple warping, some Stalkers and stuff, but nah, there's over 100 army supply here for ANIbot. Yeah. Even with the really tentative, they're like, we got this air secured, man. You come on in, battle cruisers. We are doing our job. And there's nothing to contest the battle cruisers, so good job there.
Yeah, we're having Tyr's economy, despite still being pretty good on 4 base, he's struggling to keep up. You can see even the 3rd base there, it's half mined out at the moment. His main basically completely so. 17 minutes into this game here. Yeah, there's just not a lot of economy there left to stand up to this.
There's nothing. And that was a solid play out of ANIbot. I really liked the kind of defend, and then attack, because that TierBot was, all right, I'm going to throw a wave at you. I'm going to throw another big wave at you. And if you're not ready for those, you will get kind of steamrolled as a Terran.
I like
oh my god, 2 nukes. Oh my god, another one.
Nuke here.
Oh, this is going to be a much better nuke. Well, if anything lives to die
is it
to
gonna
it.
walk into it? Yeah. There you go.
It took the shields off of the disruptors there. Still, 2 nukes successfully landed in one game. This is just ProBots history right here.
Nova kind of missing there. Could have taken those big chunks.
Yeah, I could see nukes being the really hard thing for a bot to, you know, you can go for a mineral line, that's one thing, but to try to anticipate an army movement, something like that, to try to get, you know, that juicy nuke that every Terran dreams of.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard for a bot to do.